Hello everybody. I just wanted to show everyone my finally finished Crf250r that I had made street legal. What I put on it, I put the Tusk Enduro lighting kit on it, but actually I first had it on my XR250, which is, as you can see, apart because I didn't want to put it back together after I took it apart, but I wanted to put this together. So this is the Crf250r, not the X. So anyway, so what I did, I just took all the Enduro lighting kit off that bike, and I had the Trail Tech Vapor on that bike too. Anyway, so I swapped that stuff over, and then what I figured out to do for the headlight was I finally decided to spend the money and buy a Trail Tech 70 watt DC stator for this, and it comes with a heavier flywheel and like a better stator. And in there, in between the radiators, hold on, you can see the regulator. That's what turns the AC power into DC power. Anyway, you can see the wires coming up, and then there's a wire going to my battery, and then a wire going to my headlight. Anyway, yeah, so it comes with that heavier flywheel, and then obviously it has the DC setup. And my bike's really dirty because I make a mess when I work on my bike. Anyway, so yeah, I had to pop the this stator cover off and replace the stator and the flywheel. And if you're going to do that and you really want a flywheel holder, like, I cannot believe how much of a help that is. Except I don't know where mine is. Oh, it's in here. You want one of these to hold your flywheel so you can actually untorque the bolt without like much problems. Here's the old stator and flywheel. The new flywheel is a lot bigger. Like, it has like, it sticks out to here, like it's got like a fin type of thing. Anyway, and anyway, that really wasn't that hard at all. I forgot to order a gasket, so I hurried and ordered a gasket with fast shipping, so it got here on the same day. And so, what else? Alright, I wasn't exactly too sure what to do on gearing, and so I just was reading around what people doing with different bikes, and like I looked at what the gearing is for like the Crf230L, or not 230, 250L. And so the stock gearing for just like dirt bike riding is 13 in the front and 51 in the back. I had a 52 in the back. But anyway, for the street, I went with a 39 tooth rear sprocket and a 14 tooth front sprocket. I haven't ridden it with the 14 yet, so I'll have to see if it, excuse me, if it is loss of power, if it has enough power to push that high of a gearing. What else? Oh, I want to make this supermoto eventually, but that's pretty expensive, as you might or may not know. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what kind of tire I want to get for this right now, like a dual sport tire, or if I want to get the supermoto. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out. But I really didn't want to destroy my expensive Michelin tire, so I just threw on my really worn out old tire because that's all I had. So, and I really didn't want to eat up the other one. I would have put on the dual sport tire that I had on that bike. That's an 18-inch rim, and for some reason the race bikes have a 19-inch rim, and everything else has an 8. It's only race bikes, I swear, have 19-inch rims, and all the trail bikes or dual sport bikes have 18. I don't get why, but I wish they were all the same, because they like make hardly any dual sport tires for a 19, which kind of sucks. But what do you do? What else have I done? Oh, I added a kickstand because, I mean, what's the point in having a street bike if you have to lean it up against like a wall if you go anywhere or something? Anyway, that just replaces the foot peg mount. Pretty simple, really easy to put on. Spring right here. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I powder coated my engine covers black. That's my my powder coating setup over there, right there. Anyway, I don't clean up my messes very often, as you can see. Anyway, like I've powder coated quite a bit of stuff. Like this is the old peg mount. I powder coated those. I repainted the pegs with powder coat. I've what else? I've done my perches and my levers. Oh, I've done my spring. That took forever to sandblast. I cannot tell you how long that took. I used like half my sand, I swear. Oh, and I powder coated my brake. Oh, and I ordered some stuff with the stuff I got from Rocky Mountain ATV, because just to make my bike look a little bit better. I already had the Tusk reservoir, brake reservoir cap, and so I went ahead and I bought the Tusk aluminum gas cap, which looks pretty nice, and I bought the Tusk rear brake reservoir cap and the clevis. And if you ever want to buy this stuff, I mean, if name doesn't really matter to you, it doesn't really matter to me. Like with parts like this anyway, engine parts is a little bit different because you want quality there, but stuff like this, it doesn't really matter. Go on Rocky Mountain ATV and get Tusk stuff, because this is $10 and this is $12. And like a hammerhead one of these is like 45. So, and like that's like 40. So yeah. My red hoses I got off eBay for $15. They work fine. They're silicone. I don't know if they really helped with heat at all. I don't really have a way of monitoring that. The heat gauge for the Trail Tech uses like a bolt clamp, which I didn't want to use, like a bolt heat sensor, which I didn't want to use. I'm gonna order the radiator temperature gauge for this soon. And so anyway, so back to my bike. I live in Idaho, if you didn't know. This is the brake light / license plate light combo. And I just got eBay LED turn signals with like a carbon fiber paint on them. I'm thinking about getting some Bike Master signals, because those are supposed to be a lot brighter, and I want to be seen. I have Pro Taper contour fat bars, if that matters. Oh, the headlight. The headlight is a Polysport Halo headlight. It's pretty nice. It lights up the road pretty good. It comes with a 35 watt bulb, but that burnt out pretty quickly, and so I just went to Walmart, got a Sylvania Silver Star 50 watt bulb. That works fine. Like I said, this is a DC. I put a DC stator in this, so it has a battery in the airbox, which I'm not going to show you. But anyway, so I can have my light on with the bike off. It gets a little bit brighter when it's revved up, but it's not really that noticeable. And that's the advantage to DC. Like AC, if you're idling, your bike can like dim, and it'll dim like to the idle, so it'll like flicker. But DC is supposed to really not make a difference. Anyway, I need to get a key for this, some sort of a key thing, but my my signal light kit and my vapor are hooked up, just the on-off switch that the kit came with. And anyway, so I got my vapor, and then I got my brake light that's hooked up to both brakes. And it says it's 41 degrees in here, and I don't think that's true, because I think it's a lot colder than that. Anyway, yeah, and I'm probably pretty stupid for converting my bike at this time of year, because it's January, and it's the middle of winter. Probably you can tell from the puddles on the ground, and so it kind of sucks, because I can't even ride it. The roads were completely dry a few days ago, and it was like 45 degrees, and then we just barely had a storm, so I can't even test ride it. But, oh yeah, I didn't show you. This is just the turn signal in the hand guards, and this is the off, low, high beam for the headlight. Freaking loud horn. But anyway, if you want to know like other upgrades that I have to this, I have the loudmouth intake system and the R&D Powerball too. So that added a lot of power, and so did the loudmouth. So if you ever wonder about that, yes, get it. It's awesome. Oh, something else I ordered just along with the other stuff, just for the heck of it. I ordered a stainless steel oil filter, just because within like 3 oil changes, you're going to save money. So I just went along with that. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I really can't wait to for spring, start riding this thing. Hopefully I'll get a time soon where I can test ride it. And the only thing I got to do to make this street legal is we got to just swap the registration and licensing over from that bike to this bike, and then I'll be good to go. But anyway, well, that's my bike, and by the way, it's a 2007 Crf250r, if I didn't mention that already. And anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.